Talin. I'm doing a lot of Talin stuff this week. But before we jump into the updated Carnelian strat for Gear Dungeon 2, I'm going to show off this cool little trick that I found out. Or it's probably been around for a long time. But I noticed it when I was playing around with Talin has a piercer. But Beelzebub, you place him up top. And then you either place Iovar or Talin can do this too. Talin can reach and kill this enemy off pretty quick. What is this? The Banshee? Right? So Beelzebub sucks him up, pulls him back, and then you can just kill him. And if my not Sun Wukong, but if my Kagiri was A3 or A5, Kagiri could probably kill that Banshee off before he even gets down. Interesting. That's an idea. However, that's when I was trying to do it without Carnelian, but a guy in my guild, he has Carnelian, and the original strat's just kind of giving him a hard time because everybody keeps dying on the left side. Either the timing or something else is off. But I have Talin in Sobal Arcana. This is my gear stats or whatever. But she's originally in Infernal Roar. And guess what, y'all? I was looking at the Discord, and there's a couple of bugs going on with Talin, man. But hopefully they fix it. I don't know all the bugs exactly. But, man. Spirit Siphon. And this is one of the bugs. They were saying, like, it would reset on a Spirit Siphon. But it's been working for me, like at least to kill off the boss in Gear Dungeon 2 for now. Hopefully they fix all that good stuff. But anyway, we'll move on to Estrid. So this is my Talon gear for the most part, but it's on Estrid for right now. And it works out pretty well. She's close to 22k attack and 1.4 speed for attack interval, right? Look at that crit damage, 300%. Alright, or crit damage, right? I Ascend, you could put her in a Lunacy Visor for that extra block if the enemies are coming down, but I only have one maxed out Lunacy Visor, so I Ascend for that extra AoE damage, and it just has better stats because my other Lunacy Visors, they're all at like level 13 or whatever, right? So let's get into it. Placement wise, we're going to start with Voka. Voka goes down first, right? And then we'll go into Carnelian. So originally Carnelian would be right under Voka, but in this strat, we're going to move her over to the right just a little bit. She does have Inspiration on, Inspiration gear. So this is where she normally would be. But instead, we're going to go ahead and move her right over here next to Voka. And she'll protect Voka, Kagiri, Elowen. And basically, it will bounce over to Estrid also. But anyway, Talin in her bear mode, she will go down. She is under the Piercer Lord, right? Iovar. And she gets that extended range. But had you noticed, sometimes her ground slam, or whatever it's called, will push this enemy back. So if you're really lucky, you can actually push this Banshee back, man, without even worrying about it. But Carnelian's here. She does have enough time. She'll set up Unyielding, so even if you don't get that pushback, nobody will die. In the meantime, you can go ahead and set up Estrid if you have once you get enough cost for it, right? So look, the Banshee's going off. Look, there you go. Talin pushed her back. It can't happen again. You would probably have to put more attack speed on her. But I just put a lot of damage on her, right? Because she's going to be handling my magic Voka mode. So you can just go ahead, pop Carnelian's up, pull back Talin, because you don't need her anymore in this position. Place down Elowen, so that way she gives that invigoration buff to Estrid, right? And then we're pretty much set. Next, we're going to place down Kagiri, going to go in front of Voka, facing up. This is because when his ultimate goes off, he'll go over and attack the enemies next to Estrid also, right? To help out, clear out some of those little enemies that keep coming down. So, what? Okay, I know exactly what's wrong. I did AMR also, so I am going to have a video with AMR coming out, and I'm going to use Talin in there also. But Kagiri, I did have him. I swapped the relics for the most part, and that's all. So put a Lunacy Visor on Kagiri to help with that little extra block, right? All right, back to the game. So, I guess I'll explain it real quick again. Alright, back to the game, y'all. Let's do it. Alright, first try, let's do it, y'all. Because this took me a long time to try to figure out all the timings and all that good stuff. Or like when to actually like swap out the tanks. Or hit Carnelian's ult, stuff like that. But it's actually really easy and really simple once you get everything set up. So, we have our set placements. Voka, then Carnelian, and then Talin. And then you'll place down Estrid once you get enough cost. So we wait for the Banshee to go off. And then after that, Carnelian will pop her ult if the Banshee's not moved far enough away. you don't really need to pop Carnelian's ult because she'll have enough time to put unyielding up on everybody else again before anything else is needed. So it's fine. You can either pop it or wait. It's up to you. But remember, you have some people in Soulbound Arcana sets if you're running that. So save your ultimates when the time is right? So if you have to like redeploy somebody, then you pop their ult and then you can start going ham. Alright, so we have our setups. This is where he was originally in the last one. So we go ahead and place Isode facing up. Kagiri is also facing up. Isode, I think you can face her to the right, and that way she'll provide some of that extra shields and stuff, but it doesn't really matter right here. Once this first wave comes in, just go ahead and pop everybody's ults. But do not neglect your tank. You need to place down either Baron. I like Baron. Baron's pretty good. He self-sustains very well. Put him in front of the vocal lane. We're not going to worry about that lane at all. The one that Baron is in, right? So now we have Talin coming out. She's going to be our magic damage for the magic vocal clone that's coming out. You go ahead and place her down next to Carnelian in that lane. So every time that bloodbath comes out, you need to have Element's ultimate ready so you can pop Element's ult and heal either Talin or Iovar that's going to be in that platform spot, right? So we have everybody, the second wave's coming down. Baron's holding the line up there by himself, which is fine. Drop Element's Wood Elf or pop his ult when needed before you pop Talin. Talin, once her ult's ready and that vocal clone's coming down, pop it as fast as you can because you're going to have to kill that vocal clone before you start really popping Estrid's ult, because Estrid will heal that vocal clone if you can't kill it fast enough, and that's pretty freaking annoying. Make sure you keep an eye on Baron at all times because around 15 out of 40 enemies, that's when he normally dies and you have to swap in Torador. It kind of depends. It's either 15 or it's going to be like 20 to 22. So after you finish the magic vocal clone, you are going to take back Talin, and then when that bloodbath goes off, go ahead and place down Ivar in that same spot. Now the physical vocal clone is coming out. That's why we swapped out Talin and Iovar, right? So Iovar's down here. We have Elowen ready for the next bloodbath that comes out, and then we'll pop Elowen's ult to keep Iovar healed up. We'll try to pop Baron's ult before it goes out. I don't know if Iovar's in a Soulbound Arcana or not, but just in case. Then we swap in Torador when Baron goes down. You can always click on the characters, pause the game, and then that will make swapping a lot easier. Once this vocal clone comes down on the left side in Iovar's range, don't waste his ultimate, because if you pop it too early, you'll waste the ult and it won't be in the range, right? And you can basically just click everybody's ult at this point. This is mass survival territory. We're trying to kill everything. If you have A1 Kagiri, his ultimate will come up faster and he'll be going up, hitting everybody here, hitting everybody there, right? So A1 Kagiri will make this a lot easier. A3 Kagiri will make this nuts easy, in my opinion, I think. So this is all good. After that, we'll go ahead and pull back Iovar, take him back. We're getting ready for Talin to come out, but 24 out of 40, we have the warning going off. We have the next Banshee coming in. So we need to hold on to Talin. Do not place Talin yet. We can't place Talin until the Banshee is gone. Alright, so 24 out of 40 enemies is normally when Torador starts going down. Yep, right there. We will go ahead and put Baron in there to block that top lane. We are still waiting to place down Talin. You can use the Wood Elf if needed to help Baron out. Alright, so we have Elowen's ultimate ready, just in case, for when we place down Talin. Let's see, waiting, Kagiri goes off, Banshee's dead, we're still waiting for the Banshee. So, on the left side with this vocal clone, you can go ahead and pop everybody's ult, pop Estrid's ult, and go ahead and start killing the little enemies. We'll worry about the vocal clone later, right? Alright, there's the Banshee. Banshee is dead. We'll wait a little bit for that little surrounding damage. We place down Talin. Talin is now ready, right? I wish we could have got it faster. I should have probably used Kagiri's ultimate, killed the Banshee faster. We would have had more time to get Talin out faster, and then we could have already had her magic damage going. But either way, it's okay. We have contingency plans in place with Carnelian. So after Astrid kills all the little enemies around the magic vocal clone, go ahead and pull Astrid back, because otherwise she'll keep healing that magic vocal clone. But at this point, it doesn't really matter. We have Carnelian ready. Vocal clone exploded. Everybody is still good in this middle area, which is what we're mainly focused on keeping alive. And that's why Carnelian's up here protecting everybody, right? So we can place down Iovar for more physical damage. Vocal's alive. We got Kagiri alive. and we are all gravy. Baron's up there handling that last vocal clone. This is easy peasy. Right now, we're just holding the line. If Kagiri was A1 or A3, this would have already been done, right? So that was just me with my timings with Talin, getting Talin out faster and killing the Banshee too late when the second Banshee came out. But that's the run. Carnelian's here for that extra protection, that extra lease on life up in the front. So even when that vocal clone on the left side explodes and you can't kill him off fast enough, it's going to be all right because we have everybody in the middle still alive protecting that stronghold. So if you had trouble with the original Carnelian strategy, maybe this one's a little easier to get through, right? All right, I'm Nikai out.